Good evening. It's Thursday, July 8th. I get to drive tonight from 10 till 3 in the morning. Um, Today, I'm going to talk about scheduling fairs if you're a potter who is selling your work. Actually, any artist that sells your work at public fairs as opposed to galleries, so forth. Uh, when I was full time, admittedly a while ago, because I needed money more frequently, I would go to fairs more frequently. And many of them were small, and of course, the payoff was small. There were some larger ones, but what it what it did was eat up studio time. To be frank, there was one year I remember in particular where working on my taxes, I worked out that I had been on the road 89 days. And some of those were days, at fairs, but some of those were the days getting to the fair or getting back from the fair. Um, but regardless of how I was spending those 89 days, they were not studio days, which meant automatically there wasn't any work getting done on those days, any, you know, inventory being created. So when I stopped being full time and went to part time, because I had a full time job elsewhere, I realized I needed to cut back, but I was also able to cut back because my full time job was giving me a steady income, hard money, and so I didn't need to go to as many fairs. So I cut back to four major fairs a year, and it was still a time commitment. I forget how many days, but probably altogether 28, 29, 30 days on the road, something like that, maybe less. But there was space throughout the year, which meant I was also in a position to show up at those major fairs with more inventory and better inventory and so forth. And it turned out my gross sales were the same. Doing better at four major fairs brought in as much money as doing 15 to 20 minor fairs and those major fairs, because those major fairs had been there before, but my work, my shop hadn't been as full because I hadn't been getting enough stock made. So as we lead into this new post-COVID reality, you might think about it. Now the smaller fairs cost less to do. Some of them now are potentially completely free, but the major fairs are more of a commitment. Uh, Display equipment, tentage, booth fees, so forth and so on. But if you find yourself getting annoyed with the fact that you're spending 3 Saturdays a month not in your studio, think about which ones you can stop going to. Uh, you won't have that trip to the bank on Monday, but you'll have more studio time. So your trips to the bank may be just as good in the long run if you can get to that. So good luck with it. However it goes, I hope it goes well. Have a good day.